बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला मुहम्मदिन व अला आलि मुहम्मदिन व बारिक व सल्लि अलैहि। Dear colleagues, today we are going to study the anatomy of the brain, especially the anterior complex of the brain. This is the cavum septum pellucidum, and these anechoic structure is the frontal horn. The anterior complex is made up of septum pellucidi, cavum, and the frontal horn of the two lateral ventricles. Actually, there are two septums, the leaflet, the upper one and the lower one, anterior or posterior on either side, which are filled with the CSF fluid making the cavum. So it is called the cavum septum pellucidi. Broad term is the cavum septum pellucidum. And on either side of the septum pellucidi, this is the anterior leaflet. There are two horns which are frontal horns of the lateral ventricle. This is the frontal horn with concavity towards the outside. Here is also frontal horn which concavity toward the outside. And this region, this one and this one, here the genu of the corpus callosum is lying, and anterior to this cavum, this is the interhemispheric fissure which has straight orientation. So this anterior complex is made up of septum pellucidi, leaflet of septum, cavum, and frontal horn of the both lateral ventricles. The information about the cavum septum pellucidi is very important. The septum or cavum, the shape, length, width is very important. If there is abnormality in the cavum septum pellucidi, this will give the information about the midline structure anomaly, like absence of corpus callosum, holoprosencephaly, septo-optic dysplasia. So this is very important landmark and very important structure to detect the pathology of these midline structure. The cavum septum pellucidi are usually rectangular in shape or triangular in shape. Here it is triangular in shape. It means that the this from here to here is the AP diameter. So this AP diameter should be more than the transverse diameter. If the AP diameter is less than the transverse diameter, there is abnormality underlying abnormality is present. So whenever we are going to study the brain anomaly, we should have a good look over the cavum septum pellucidum. So it should be rectangular or triangular in shape. And if there is a doubt, we should take the measurement from length. This is the length or epidiameter divided by the width. This is the width, transverse diameter. So length over width ratio is very important. If it is 1.4 less than 1.5, length over width value is less than 1.5, then usually there is underlying abnormality like dysgenesis, agenesis, or the corpus callosum, septo-optic dysplasia, and haloprosencephaly, and there may be the imperfect or false development of the or maturation of the brain tissue. So this was this is all about the anterior complex. So first we should have a strict axial images to see the cavum septum pellucidum. Then after this we should have a coronal images. This is the coronal image, and this is the anterior horn, and this is the anterior horn, and this is the cavum septum pellucidum. And then we have a sagittal images. Mid sagittal image. This is the mid sagittal image to have a look for the corpus callosum. This is the corpus callosum, this one. So in this way we can see whether the corpus callosum is intact or it is partially absent or completely absent. So this was all about about the normal anterior complex. Whenever I will have some cases about the absent of corpus callosum or other pathologies, I will show you people. Thank you very much.